Most solo players skip Molten Sands Fortress because they think it's impossible, but you would be missing out on some of the best loot in the game. I'm going to show you how to complete this fort 100% solo, using simple methods and getting rich before anyone even knows you're there. The first step is to raise an emissary flag, except guild. You need grade 5 to claim the special voyage to the Eternal Guard who holds the fort key. The fastest method is diving to a Siren treasury. This guarantees grade 5 and stocks you up on tridents later for the fort. You can clear the waves quickly in the treasury by using throwing knives or a spare trident. Before you leave, stack all the loot and at least 6 tridents in the mermaid statue. Once you surface, harpoon everything on your ship and you'll hit grade 5 instantly and be ready to claim the emissary voyage. With grade 5 achieved, sail specifically to Galleon's Grave to claim the emissary voyage. This forces the quest to spawn at Sunken Grove, creating a perfect straight line route to Molten Sands. This keeps you off the main map and away from the PvP sweep. Don't overthink the fight once it begins. Continue using throwing knives and digging up any nearby skeleton allies to draw attention off of you. Follow the Eternal Guard's movements, and every time he reveals himself, attack. Once he is defeated, he will drop the Molten Sands Fortress key. Now that you have the key in hand, you're ready to head over to Molten Sands Fortress and begin the fort. Now for the most critical part, setting up in a safe spot. If you park anywhere else, you're putting yourself at risk from overexposure and lack of efficiency. Approach the fort from the northwest side, aiming specifically for the gap between the 2 towers. Bring the ship in slow, and your target is to come around the rock that is nearby those 2 towers, putting the nose of your sloop right between the broken fence on the right and a standalone rock on the left. Raise your sails to drift in slowly, and when you get close enough, you're going to want to drop your anchor. Once your ship has came to a complete stop, harpoon the island next to the island cannon. I normally would never recommend keeping the anchor down, but in the Devil's Roar, earthquakes will push your ship out of range, making things harder if you have to access your ship quickly due to nearby danger. Being snug to the island will lower the chances of getting hit by the volcano, as well as speed up your process when it's time to transfer loot. Once you're prepared, with tridents in position and food in your pockets, it's time to start the fort. To begin, you need to light 4 lanterns and insert the key. Shortly after the activation, you'll be attacked by the first wave of banished skeletons. This will rotate between 3 skeleton lords. As each skeleton lord spawns, make sure to use the tridents exclusively on them. It will take 2 full tridents and a handful of throwing knives to defeat each one. The geysers are your best friend and your worst enemy. Make sure you're using safe spots around the fort, like standing on solid surfaces such as rocks or the wooden bridges, to avoid being thrown in the air and taking damage. The less time you spend on the ferry, the better. After the 3rd skeleton lord falls, a quick captain wave spawns. Slice through it to trigger the finale, which is the Ashen Lord. The Ashen Lord can be defeated simply by using throwing knives. Spam throwing knives while next to an ammo box and the Ashen Lord will be quickly defeated. Keep in mind, if the Ashen Lord seems to be taking a lot of damage and not going down, you may have someone nearby. Boss fights are scaled to crew size. If you feel like it's taking way too long, there might be someone tucking. A solo fort should take no longer than 10 to 15 minutes max. Once you clear the fort, the only thing left to do is grab the loot. Make sure you're scanning the horizon one last time, and if you want to take extra precautions, scan your map table. Now, clearing the fort is only half the job. Looting the vault by yourself will take some time. Stage everything outside of the vault door, making one pile of loot that you'll be able to hit with your harpoon gun. Once the vault is empty, move to the 2nd level and use your harpoon as an elevator. Harpoon every piece of loot from that pile up to the ledge above. The ammo crate is right around the corner, so refill it as needed until all the loot is piled up. You can then begin running the loot to the harpoon spot where your ship is. By running this circle, you can transfer the loot quick and easily. After you have stacked all the loot next to your ship's harpoon, reel it all in and get ready to head to the nearest and safest outpost. You have two choices from this point, Mara's Peak or Galleon's Grave. Mara's Peak offers current incentives for bonus reputation and gold in Season 18, but more likely you're going to cross paths with another ship. Galleon's Grave is a longer sail, but it is the safer path. If you are a captain ship, sell at the Sovereigns. Prioritize your highest value items first, like the Orb of the Banished itself or the Chest of Fortune. The loot for Molten Sands Fortress is great for gold and reputation, but it does require a significant amount of time invested. If you follow this guide, you should have secured the payout without sinking to the volcano and hopefully no players. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate your time. Make sure you like the video and subscribe so you can catch up on the next one. Until next time, thanks for watching.